Hey guys, it's me, Carlos. It's supposedly the big game weekend, Super Bowl weekend, and I'm not much of a football fan, to be honest with you. I'm all about the golf, the soccer, and of course baseball, right? But I want to share with you guys something very important that we can actually take and learn from the game of football, especially the coaching side of football. And this is a little bit of history, and it's going to be applicable for you because it's going to teach you or kind of help you understand how these football players and more importantly the coaches teach the football players how to run plays and how to make plays happen and turn into points. And that translates to you creating better choices, better habits, so you can get actually the results that you're looking for. Okay, so stick with me for a minute and go back to 1996. This coach by the name of Coach Dungy, and he was the coach. He was hired as the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, and he was actually a very different coach because different from all the NFL coaches. His playbook was very thin, like a guidebook, versus the other NFL coaches were very thick, almost like a Bible size thick. Okay, so his rationale and his methodology was about not changing or making huge difference in the players themselves habits, but actually he will change the routine, and then he will just repeat it over and over and over and over until that routine became automatically, so the person didn't have to fiddle around with decision making when the time comes down. Okay, so he did it for about almost a year. And if you're not familiar with the Tampa Bay, they were not that great of a team until he came along. And believe it, and lo and behold, he came on 1996, 1999. They became the division champion, and then every year until 2001, they were all the way to the Super Bowl. Okay, and he always used the same plays, no matter if players were injured or not. But it's just that minute thing, of repeating the same thing over and over and over. Simple, right? Keep it simple and stupid, right? K.I.S.S. Simple until it became routine that you don't have to play with decision making. Okay. Now you might be asking, how come they never made it to a Super Bowl? And this I want to leave you with today. They didn't make it to the Super Bowl because when things got overly stressed or overwhelmed with media coverage of, as you know, the Super Bowl and whatnot, the players were not trained or used to that amount of stress. So the decision making process came back to life. And of course, everything kind of collapsed from that. And that was something that he could not at the moment be given the chance to fix. And sure enough, he got fired, and the coach that came after him took care of that, and they went to Super Bowl.